Welcome, everybody, to Doodtacular, where curiosity meets creativity. I am your host, Freeman, joined tonight by my co host, Colt, and by our friend and special guest, Willpog, tonight. Will, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Awesome to be here.
And Will, our first question is the hardest question, but can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do on Twitch, Kick, all the places on the internet?
Gosh, that is really the hardest question. But yes, my life right now at the moment is managing my wife. Okay, I spent most of my life working for a nonprofit. My professional life, anyways, and so now I manage my wife's law firm and do all her social media and marketing, and and we got some other projects that we still have to announce later on. But yeah, I'm a manager. I'm a professional manager, is what I basically am. So yeah.
Nice.
So what is it you do on the internet outside of managing your wife?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it kind of sounds bad when I say I manage my wife. She doesn't like that as much.
Oh, you got it made, dude.
But
you got it made.
Yeah. I wish I could manage my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she's kind of like one of those Mustangs that really need, a lot of managing, but but um uh, but yeah, basically, as far as managing, other than managing, I basically just stream 3 times a week, and just kind of hang out and do just chatting streams where we just kind of hang out and chat about anything, from faith to mental health, sports, whatever, and we just kind of hang out and chat about anything. And so a lot of times I'm working while I'm chatting, so I'm chatting with everybody and I'm answering emails and doing optimizations to our websites and stuff like that. And so yeah, so it's just that's what I do outside of my professional deal is stream, which I absolutely love. Okay, it's a passion of mine, a big passion of mine. So yeah.
Awesome.
So what initially sparked your interest in even wanting to start streaming?
Oh my gosh, I don't think you guys have enough time to on this stream to deal with this. But anyways, well, my I'll try my best. Okay. I told somebody, I was like, look, I'm gonna be part of a podcast today, and they're gonna ask me questions that I don't know the answer to. I don't know the questions beforehand, so they might be they're gonna be very spontaneous, and so this is one of the one of the deals. But anyways, about 5.5 years ago, my little brother Matt was playing Fortnite. Okay. OG Fortnite. Okay.
OG's back.
Everybody knows. Exactly. OG Fortnite is back right now. And so he was playing OG Fortnite when it was actually OG. And he's actually a fantastic gamer. That's what my little brother is so gifted in many areas. It makes me want to slap him in the face so many times. Because he's had professional soccer teams scouting him. He's had professional American football teams scouting him, and he was top 500 okay, in North America in League of Legends. Okay, so
Wow.
let's
Wow.
just say he's a gamer. Okay, he is an absolute gamer. Just a talented dude. Okay, um, so so he was playing Fortnite and he was trying to be the best Fortnite player he could be. Of course, and he was living with me at the time before I was married, and he said, "Man, you got to watch this dude, right? This guy, this blue-haired dude who plays Fortnite. He is the best player in the world, the best Fortnite player in the world." And so, you know, everybody knows I started watching Ninja, okay? And he was my first introduction to Twitch, okay?
Okay.
Watching him play Fortnite, dominating, doing the pom pom, like everything. It was absolutely amazing. It was 100% entertainment, and it was 100% what I needed personally in my life at that time. Uh, um, uh, uh, um, Twitch was a big part of getting me out of some of the darkest moments of my life, right? But anyways, so I started watching Twitch for a couple of years, and then I said, guys, why don't we do like a stream together, right? Us Walker brothers do a stream together. Well, we tried that. It lasted about 3 months, and it didn't work out. And but I still wanted to stream, and so I was like, guys, if it's okay, I'm gonna take over the Twitter and the Twitch account and stuff like that, and I'm just gonna be me, okay, Will, on Twitch, and that's what happened, and so after about a year, I started streaming as Willpog, and uh, with the intention of literally just chatting and hanging out and being a hopefully anybody who came into the channel left the channel a little bit better than they did before they came in, and so that's kind of the purpose of our channel. So yeah.
It's awesome. And Will, I've been in your chat almost. It's usually most days if I can make it, because you stream
Yep.
during the day. So it's like, how do you wiggle into a stream during work? But it's always good and encouraging the conversations that you have. I do believe you have a very positive impact with the people who come in, and I've seen that, like when people raid and you have new viewers, you always strive to make them feel welcomed and understand who they are, what they're going through. So with that, Will, as a
Thank
just
you.
chatting creator, were there any other just chatting creators or content creators maybe that aren't just chatting that influence the style or type of interaction that you have with your community?
Gosh, Freeman Colt, that is a loaded question because my my just chatting method is inspired by so many people who don't even do just chatting, right? Uh, but so it's just yeah, it's just inspired by people who are organized and are fixed in their particular they know what they're doing, right? They know what they're about, and they're going to keep doing that because that's what works for them in their community and their audience and stuff like that. And so that's kind of what I've adopted from these communities, not their methodology necessarily, but their mindset when it comes to just choosing, okay, this is what I'm going to do, and um, whoever wants to join this journey can join, and whoever does not want to join us can leave. Right? It's always been my uh, philosophy when it comes to that. Surprisingly enough, I'm gonna give her credit for this because not a lot of people give her credit for in things, but I'm gonna give her credit because she has been one of the her one sentence, okay, not her entire content because I don't watch her content, but just this one line of content that she created uh, that made a difference in my life. Valkyrie, okay, Valkyrie. She basically said, okay, she basically said that there are viewers out there for everybody. Okay, there are viewers out there for everybody. There is someone out there looking for your type of content. Okay, that is a fact. Okay, that is a fact. It's like I mentioned before the podcast. Like somebody literally searched in the just chatting uh, 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 section of Twitch and said, coffee, and found us through the coffee, thing. So there are people literally out there for everybody. Does that mean tens of thousands of people? No, of course not. Of course not. But what she said was 100% true. There are viewers out there for everybody, and so that's what I banked on when it comes to my content. Is just I'm not trying to clout chase or grow as fast as I can in any way. I'm just trying to appeal to whoever is interested to the particular content I'm willing to offer. So yeah.
See, that's for me. When I think of you, I think of somebody who um is a community person. Like, you're not just for yourself. You go into other people's communities and you make an impact there because you're all about connecting with a bunch of different people. And you can be you're in multiple streams, making your presence known in multiple different places, and building those relationships with it, which is awesome. And it also speaks
Yeah.
to your integrity, that you're not actually out to make the big bucks. If enough people really loved your content and it turned into making money and a thing, great. That's what I see is like your outlook on it. Is like, you're not here to try to just hit it big and like you said, clout chase and make all the money. But if it happens,
Here's my
cool.
thing. Okay, I don't mean to interrupt you, but here's the thing. Um if you want to be supported as a content creator, make sure you support other content creators. Okay, that's all I have to say about that. Okay, if you want to be supported, support other people. I see so many medium tier streamers uh, growing. Okay, they're growing, but they could not care less about supporting uh, um, other streamers, subbing, giving bits or whatever. So my thing is, if you really want to be supported, make sure you support other people, right? I've got some big streamers who sub to me every single month, right? I'm not gonna say their names, but seriously, like they're big and they still sub right every month, and so um, I feel like that is one of the reasons they are big. Uh, um, and then you've got some big traditional streamers. Back from the Justin TV days, you got Tim the Tapman, you've got uh, you've got Dr. Lupo, you've got Gassy Mexican, whatever. Like
Mhm.
you've got so many people who are traditional in the space, and then you joined any of their channels, and these guys are subbing to each other for the past 10 years, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So yeah, like if you want to grow, if you want to be supported, make sure you support somebody else. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you kind of talked about your early days when you took over the Twitch channel and stuff, and I'm guessing you changed the name to Willpog. So where did you come up with the name Willpog?
Okay, that was kind of it was a quick thing. I kind of wanted a shorter name, and of course, Will was taken over, right? Uh, and and so I was like, and then I've been on Twitch for a couple of years, and Pog has been like such a big thing. It's like Pog, oh yeah, Pog, 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 Pog. And so whatever celebration has Pog in any moment. And um so yeah, I just kind of clicked, okay, Will Pog, and it worked. So that's kind of how it was. The main, I want people to call me Will, right?
Right.
Mostly, uh, but everybody just calls me Willpog. It just because that's how my name, thing. Pog was just supposed to be like a like an addition,
Mhm.
you know like a separate thing.
You kind of made
Uh,
it too short. Now it's easy to just say Willpog.
and now, yeah, everybody just says Willpog. Yeah, everybody says Willpog. Like everybody from one of the guys, one of my friends who has like 12,000 people watching him says Wolpog, and somebody who has one viewer says Wolpog. So I'm okay with Wolpog, but it was meant to be just Will, and then just Pog. It's like, oh, Will is here, Pog, right? Like that was the meaning of it. So
Yeah.
That's awesome.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
Will, as a content creator and even as a viewer, what have been some of your favorite experiences so far?
As a viewer and content creator,
Yeah, either like as a creator, like maybe a big moment that it was just memorable as a
well,
creator, even as a viewer, as someone who's actively a part of the Twitch community, like you alluded to earlier.
yeah. As like I said, Twitch has been a huge part of my life, right? And I'm trying not to get emotional, so that's why I'm looking down. Um, but uh, Twitch has been um, uh, a very big light in a very dark moment of my life, and um, so just watching Twitch as it was a TV show or a TV series, right? Um, has helped me get my mind off of some of the craziness that was happening all around me in the real life, right? So, uh, um, man, Twitch has been such a big deal for me. Live streaming in general, just live streaming. I'm not saying Twitch because like Twitch is the ultimate god, but I was introduced to live streaming through Twitch, right? But obviously there were other live streaming platforms. I still watch people on YouTube. I watch people on Kick, and Twitch, but just live streaming in general has helped me through some of the toughest moments of my life and darkest moments of my life. And so just by allowing myself to get my mind off of the craziness, let me entertain myself for a little bit so that I can regroup and go back to real life and do everything that I need to do. So yeah, Twitch has been, live streaming has been a life changer for me. I have no idea what my life would be if live streaming was not a thing in my life. Okay, because I did not know it was a thing until 5 years ago. So, so yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sure.
So, let's talk about some of your experiences in growing your personal channel. Like, can you think of anything that's been a big help in either the way you do something or something specific that happened that helped you to get to where you are today?
Okay, first of all, like we're not a big channel, we're not a ginormous channel. We're not. Uh, we are a very tight knit community. We are a community that uh, misses each other. So like if somebody uh, comes into chat who has not been in chat for a week, everybody in chat notices it, including myself, right? So it's one of those type of communities. We just kind of hang out and we know who is not here, who is here, and it's amazing, absolutely amazing. Um, as
Kind of
far
like
as growth,
church.
it's kind of like a church. Yeah,
Yeah,
it,
like
it
when you
really is.
church,
It really is.
you're gone for a week or 2 weeks, and then you come back or something, or you notice somebody's been gone a couple weeks and come back, and you're like, "We missed you. We're glad to see you. Glad you're back." That good stuff.
Exactly. It's like, and I'm not the only one. It's easy for the streamer to be like, "Hey, I haven't seen you in a week," but when other chatters are like, "Hey, I haven't seen you in a while," that's awesome, right? Like, it's awesome to hear that because they miss each other. Um, so um, yeah, as far as building a community that way, uh, um, we all we do is just kind of hang out and we don't have an agenda. We don't have like a particular script or anything like that. Uh, we have people who just kind of come back from their job, right? And we miss each other. We have people who in the community who know each other, and we just kind of hang out. And uh, um, the way I produce any kind of like whatever that connection is, all I do is basically open everything up for everybody, right?
Right.
So when it comes to if somebody comes with a job problem, a health problem, a spiritual problem, a employment problem, a political problem, like everybody just kind of comes together and uh, is able to share that in my channel, and so they get together and get to relate with each other through that. So yeah.
It's awesome. So, talking about the type of content that you make, especially in 2023 with like all these different platforms popping up and all of that, what has it been like being a just chatting creator in 2023?
A just chatting creator has been very interesting the past couple of years, because at the same time, while it is very popular, right? Um, it is very, very popular. Some of the biggest streamers in any platform are just chatting creators.
Yeah.
Um, it is also very difficult for smaller creators uh, um, make it in that sense, because YouTube doesn't care about just chatting, right?
Right.
Kick, I mean, they don't care about anything, as long as you're gambling.
Shots fired.
But in Twitch, they just have they have a problem with discoverability, right? And so, but just chatting is very popular, right? And I didn't choose just chatting for popularity, right? Otherwise, I would be failing miserably, right? But
Right.
still, I chose just chatting because of just who I am and the vision that I had for the channel. Um, but yeah, just chatting is very popular amongst the bigger streamers. If you're a smaller streamer, man, if you don't do it for fun or as a hobby, you're gonna be discouraged. That's my that's my thing. And so so just keep doing it. And if you are encouraged to create content around that, then yes, you're gonna grow. But as a person who just does it, as a hobby and just hanging out, yeah, it's a lot harder to grow. So yeah.
I want to talk about one of the most brought up topics, and especially for any kind of streamer, but especially just chatting streamers. When you're smaller streamers, like our channels are not, the chat is not just scrolling. Is
Yep.
what is dead time? Dead time's a big thing for a lot of streamers. What kind of thought process do you have on the dead time in when your chat's just sitting still? How do you keep entertaining?
Yeah. When you're a gamer streamer, right? You have sort of the responsibility to sort of narrate what's going on, right? In your game, and so you're gaming, and so people are watching what you're gaming. They don't have to comment on it, so they can be silent or lurking the entire time. And so, but in order to be a little bit entertaining, right? You're commenting on what you're doing during the game. And a lot of streamers feel that pressure when it comes to creating content. What about the dead moments, right? What about the dead when nobody's talking, nobody's chatting? And that's when I say is my situation is my particular situation is good. I actually have something to do while I'm streaming, right? And so I will never, okay? I will never, this is a personal thing. I will never talk to myself during a stream, okay? So if I start live streaming and nobody is in chat, but I'm doing some work optimizing Google Ads, doing answering emails, messages, whatever. I'm gonna do that in complete silence. Okay, if something interesting comes up, like just a random thing, I will like just say it in the microphone, like real, real quick, and keep working. So basically, if nobody is talking, it becomes a work with me uh stream, right? So I'm basically, working, and people are watching me work and listening to Pokemon lo-fi music, right? That's basically it. So I don't worry about people, not talking and no engagement. I haven't had much problem with that lately, thankfully. But um, but when it did happen in the beginning, that's how I dealt with it. I did not talk to myself. I just did what I needed to do that day. And if somebody chatted, I responded to them, right? And then I started chatting with them and stuff like that. So that's kind of how I did it. So and that's kind of how I still do it to this day. So yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
What? Let's go to the fun question. What do you think about the future of live streaming?
Oh
Kick,
my gosh.
Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Stumble, Fumble, all the ones.
TikTok,
Tic-tac, Paddywhack,
TikTok.
yeah,
Instagram.
yeah. Twitter's new streaming service coming out.
Yeah, I feel like live streaming will still be a very active minority, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
It will be a very active minority. So it will never be mainstream, right? Live streaming will never be mainstream. You're not going to be
Compared to what?
you're not going to be you're not going to be a Julia Roberts, okay, on the streets by
No.
being a live streamer, right? So you're not the times of ninja type recognition are is over, right?
Really?
But yes, I really do feel like it. Ninja type recognition where they make Super Bowl, commercials and stuff like that. That is over, in my opinion. When it comes to live streaming, that does not mean, in my opinion, that live streaming is bad or it's over. Much to the contrary, it just means that in the financial sense, it's going through a correction, right? Do you know what a correction is in the financial market? So uh, the market spikes, it becomes huge, like a anything crypto, a particular what's it called in English? I'm sorry, I'm blanking out. No, not
Real
crypto.
estate currently?
Stock market.
The particular the individual auctions of the particular company.
Stocks?
Index.
Stocks. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, stocks. So the stocks will jump, right? The stock market will jump like to a crazy level, and it's going to be like, oh, this is amazing. Well, no, it's not amazing. It's going to correct itself, right, to the middle where it should be going, right? And so I feel like the streaming platform, it will correct itself to that medium, right? And people will still be able to obviously make a living out of it and whatnot, but the celebrity status of Twitch, unless freaking Robert Downey Jr. comes into Twitch, it's nothing's gonna top Ninja 2018. Okay,
I don't even know if he
2019,
would.
whatever.
I don't even know if he would. Like movie star Hollywood celebrities don't translate over to Twitch very well.
They don't.
I
They
mean,
don't.
we've had big singers,
what I
we've
mean
had
is,
NFL players, everybody come to the platform.
yeah, what I mean is Robert Downey Jr. If he comes into the platform, like his type of influence in the people in culture today, like his type of influence
Yeah.
in the live streaming today, I don't think is going to happen anytime soon. So um, it's up to us to create content that will be good for people who are looking for people who are creating content like us, right? Like there are people looking for content creators who are creating content just like what we are creating.
Mhm.
Podcast maybe podcasts, just chatting, gaming, whatever. There are people looking for that, and so I feel like it is going to be. I see it becoming sort of like what has become for King Ithalian. I don't know if you guys know
Oh,
who
yeah.
he is.
Love Italian.
Yep.
Yeah, King Ithalian, big D2 guy, variety streamer now. It's going to become. I feel like it's going to become more towards King Ithalian, Co Carnage style viewership, where people simply follow you as a culture and not as a hype type thing. So yeah, that's the way I see
Okay.
it. So
What is some advice that you would give to folks looking to get into content creation, especially if they thought just chatting was cool? What would you tell them before they jump into it?
He said if they thought just
It must be cool we do it.
that's true. That's the only thing we're good
yeah,
at.
yeah. Well, it all depends on what your goal is in it, right? Like if it's a hobby, the way I'm doing it, the way many people are doing it. If it's a hobby and it's something that, yeah, it's a hobby like a tennis match or a running or whatever. Like if it's something that brings you joy and um and brings you like a positive, it brings you into a positive mental state at the end of it, um do it, do it. Don't expect anybody to watch your content by any means. Um and and uh what I tell people is, like I said earlier, is don't, if you want to be supported, support other creators, right? And so support other people. So if you want people to watch you, make sure that you watch other people and support other people and hang out in other people's channel. Oh, okay, it's not and so that's my suggestion, is just if you want to create content, or to be live streaming in some way, shape, or form. Um, don't expect to be big. Don't expect to have people, chatting all the time. Um, um, but also just make sure that you are actually supporting other creators who are trying to do the same thing that you're trying to do, right? That just makes sense. It just makes sense. It's a reciprocal thing, right? So yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
So
So one follow-up I have, Will, and we see a lot of it on social media, this whole follow-for-follow nonsense that people do, where I'll follow you if you follow me, and I'll watch your stream if you watch mine. How is that different than what you're talking about, building relationships with people? Is there a difference?
Oh my gosh, it is way different because one is very uh intentional, right? And when I mean intentional, it's very negative, right? It's very intentional in the sense where you are just blasting your channel out there and you expect somebody to follow you just because, or they expect you to follow them just because they follow you. And honestly, that has never made sense ever in my life. Like that is just, I have no idea. That has never, like, even before streaming, even before anything else, I knew that just following for following made no sense, right?
Yeah.
If I had 3,000 followers, but I was also following 3,000 people. That's kind of sketchy. Okay, I'm sorry.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you're followed by 3,000 people and you follow 3,000 people, kind of sketchy.
And it's not like it turns into
You're
viewership, anyways.
It does not. It
Yeah.
never does. It never does. I get more likes on my terrible tweets. Okay. with 300 plus followers on Twitter, I get more likes than somebody with 10,000 plus followers on the same platform, right? Because I actually have people who interact with me, right? So
Yeah.
follow for follow is a terrible idea. It does not work. It never works. Okay, let me go on to say that blasting your uh, digital art design on other people's channel still it also does not work. Okay,
You mean you want to buy some bots, Will? We'll sell you 500
yeah,
view
yeah.
bots.
It's like bots, views, overlays, and just all that crap. It just does not work. Okay,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have to actually, you actually have to actually get in the trenches and make some fantastic content and show it to people as a curriculum. Okay, in a curriculum type way, and start that way. But don't come to people's channels and expect them to buy your services just because you said, hey, I have a cheap service to offer. So yeah.
Okay. Well,
Congrats.
if follow for follow doesn't turn into viewership, and then like you're talking about, it doesn't turn into viewership, how do you engage with your audience and try to ensure that those people want to come back?
If follow for follow doesn't work,
Yeah.
how do you want those
And like
people
you were
to
just talking
engage?
about, if
Yeah, 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 yeah. Like I said, before I started streaming, before I started streaming, I was a big, well, I still am a big part of very many communities. Okay, so there are several people who join my streams and my channel uh, just because they know me from being a part of another streamer's channel, and I'm not taking them from their channel because that's made very clear. I even tell them like, hey, look, if Bonsai is streaming, if Doodtacular, if Blevins is streaming, just go watch them, right? Don't watch me. But so but people know me, right? Because I'm a good part of that community. If you're not willing to be a big part of any community, um, you're not worthy of gaining your own community. That's my opinion. So if you, the reason I have the little viewers I have, the support that I have, and everything like that is because I'm actually part of these communities and I actually interact. I communicate, I chat, I sub, or I I go to Discord, hang out. Like it's a whole package, right? It takes time and it takes effort. And if you're not willing to do that, you're unless you're a esports prodigy, might as well not even start streaming. So that's
For
my
sure.
opinion.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So, Will, with being intentional and building those relationships and streaming, obviously, how do you find balance with content creation and your personal life? I know you have a wife and you like to spend time with her and the dogs.
Yep.
So you have like what, 3 or 4
Yep.
dogs, something like that.
Wow.
Yep. We have six dogs.
6.
Yep.
Wow.
Six
I was on
dogs.
the low side there.
How do you keep up with their
Yeah,
names?
we have 6.
I know.
Yeah. We have Joseph August. We have Gilbert Eugene. We
He
have
forgot his dog.
we have Helena Giselle. We have Francisco Caesar. We have Richard Walker, which came from my family, obviously. So yeah, we have they have human names. Okay, everybody has.
I was gonna
names.
ask why do they have a first? Is it a first and a middle name, or is it a first and a last name?
It's a what's it called? Like a
Hyphenated?
like a like a composed name. Like you have to name the first name with the second name at the same time.
It's hyphenated.
Like it's kind of like a like Marianne. Like it's the same way, right?
It's a double
with
first.
us. So yeah. So what was the question?
How do you balance your content?
How do I balance? Okay, how do I balance? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you have to be vocal, right? With your partner. And letting them know, like I told my wife, it's like, look, I'm gonna be part of a podcast tonight, later at night, right? And so I let her know that I'm gonna be up later than normal, later than usual, and so communication is a huge deal. It's the main deal, in my opinion. As far as content creation, man, make sure you take care of your crap before you stream, or at least you feel like you're able to take care of your crap.
It's always a good idea to take the crap before the stream. Yes.
Just take care of you. Just take care of your stuff. Like if you work from home, that's fantastic. I work from home. It's amazing. Okay. But
I'm
if
jealous.
you can't get your crap done, okay, before you stream, don't freaking stream. Don't use a stream as an excuse to produce extra income, because a stream really does not produce extra income unless you're a giant streamer. Okay. And so just make sure you get your job done, right? And if you are streaming, just like I do, okay, so I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and if I'm streaming and my wife calls me, I mute my microphone immediately and I answer her and I start talking to her. And I could not care less about what's happening. I could have 50,000 people talking to me on stream right now. And I'm talking to my wife, right? If my wife asks me to do something, right? Hey, could you edit this on one of our landing pages, right, for Google Ads. Could you change this wording? I could be on a stream with 50,000 people. I don't care. I'm going to stop and be like, hey, guys, just a second. I gotta deal with this. Like, you guys have seen it before. And so that's kind of how I do it. So make sure your priorities are in the right place. Don't use streaming as an excuse to avoid your real life responsibilities in your real life relationships, which are the main problems of, or the main, not problems, the main
Root cause.
parts of your entire life, you know. And so that's my suggestion anyways. So
Yeah. All right.
I've
Well,
had entire fights. People don't know that I've had it because we speak in Portuguese, but I've had entire fights with my wife live on stream. I'm just talking to her, and I'm just like, we're just kind of like talking to each other. Good thing my mic is muted, but I've had entire fights, but again, I answered her phone call. Okay, I'm not going to ignore her phone call because I'm streaming, and I'm not going to even think anything negative about it. That's the other thing. Like, if it's one thing,
having a bad tone when you answer the phone or something. Yeah,
exactly.
How dare you interrupt me?
You're streaming, and your wife calls you, and she's like, and she needs your help or something, and you're just like, I'm streaming. What do you want? Right? That is that is stupid. Okay, that is idiotic. Okay, that is one of the most idiotic attitudes I could ever imagine. And so when I answer my wife, she doesn't even know I'm streaming. Okay, when I answer my wife, I talk to her just like normal, and unless she asks me, I tell her that I'm streaming. Otherwise, she should not even know that I'm streaming. That's how much attention that I'm supposed to give to her. So yeah. So,
but that's mostly because you pay her, right? To paid actress, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a paid actress, so she's supposed to say whatever that I want, right? Yeah.
All right.
That's a whole thing, right? I have a fake wife, by the way, for those who don't know. Yeah, I have a fake wife, evidently. So, yeah.
Right.
So,
you ready to get into the rapid fire round, the fun round of the night?
Hey, I'm ready. All
right, let's kick it off. You know the first question. You've been around. What's your favorite video game of all time?
Guys, I went to the pharmacy today and thinking about the stream, and I said, they're gonna ask me for my favorite video game, and I'm like, I don't know what my favorite video game is. It's cliche, but it just depends on what console it's on. But when I think about the games that might have, or the game that might have made the biggest like turning point, made me a gamer type game, it might have been, so not my favorite, one of my favorites, right? Because I can't pick a favorite. Okay, I'm just letting that out there. Like, for every console, I have like one or two favorites for every console. But what made me a gamer was probably Star Fox 64.
That's where I can get down with. So
it's a good game.
Star Fox 64. Yeah. That made me like more of a gamer, try hard. You really need to, dodge and it was a rough game for a child. Okay, so
It's not the easiest game.
No. So yeah. So Star Fox 64. I'm not saying this my favorite, my favorite, but that game made me a gamer. That in GoldenEye. Okay. The Nintendo 64 in general. Like, if I could just say, like, the Nintendo 64. That's my favorite game. That's what I would say. The Nintendo 64 made me a true gamer. Okay.
Mhm.
And so the whole conglomeration. So you've got Star Fox, you got Mario, you've got Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Stadium, you've got you've got GoldenEye, you've got so many Perfect Dark. The Nintendo
So many
64 was
games.
just the most perfect console in the history of gaming so far, in my opinion. So yeah.
I'm that way with the Game
So-
Boy. To me, the Game Boy, what was that thing? Like, everything was iconic on the Game Boy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Game Boy. Yeah.
Game
had the
Boy
Game
and
Boy
Game Boy
SP.
the advanced
I have the
SP,
Game Boy
like that
SP.
thing. That thing is
Yeah.
good. I still have mine. So,
Oh man.
Will, what is a popular game everyone seems to love that you don't like?
Oh my gosh. This is an easy question for me. Dark Souls. Any Dark Souls game, any Dark Souls game, is absolute trash bag game for
I could
me.
agree with
Okay.
Yeah, me
They're
too.
trash.
Okay.
They're trash.
So again, like, nothing against the quality of the game as far as like graphics or
Oh, the graphics suck
storyline,
too,
whatever.
but-
I mean, okay, do Souls games actually have a storyline? They don't. Okay, I'm sorry. They have zero storyline. So
True.
so
Sounds like my kind
so
of game.
that whole genre is a nightmare for me. I could never get into it. So yeah, that's an easy question for me when it comes to because a lot of people love it. Like, I mean, freaking Elder Ring won Game of the Year last year, and I'm like, what? Why?
Because people
That game
said
was
so.
a piece of crap.
People
Like,
loved
why would I want? Okay, it was like if I wanted to punch my balls continuously for 24 hours until I beat the game, like like that's basically what Elden Ring was, and like that's not the type of game that I enjoy. So yeah,
No, not at all.
yeah. So
Colt.
yeah.
Not at all. So let's ask this one: are esports a sport?
I think so. I think they are. I'm gonna
In
go
the traditional
with
sense, or
no, not the traditional sense. No. Esports are a sport just because in order for you to be a professional at any type of game, be it CS, COD, Valorant, League of Legends, you have to have the um, the the reaction time, right, of a freaking Spider-Man, right, to be the best at that game, right? And
Sure.
so that takes practice, that takes some sort of preparation, right? It doesn't matter if you're overweight or you're whatever, but if you're not 100%, as far as reaction time, um, just like in traditional sports, if you're not 100% in those areas, you're not going to perform 100%. So I do feel like esports is a sport, just in a different way, not in a I'm going to punch you in the face kind of way. It's more of a, hey, I can react. I can react faster than you could react 20 times. All right. I can react faster than a football player, a soccer player, a baseball player in many ways, right? To do what I have to do to get that headshot, to get the ace on a Valorant, to just to clutch it for your team on League of Legends. So yeah, I do consider it a sport. I really do. So it's just a different type of sport, not in the traditional sense, but it is.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Definitely. So you know this question. We ask it all the time, but is a hot dog a sandwich? Do they have hot dogs in Brazil?
we do have hot dogs, and our hot dogs are 1,000 times better than the hot dogs in Brazil.
What are they,
in the
brats
States.
instead?
So
they're probably not hot dogs.
they
they're
are
like
not brats. They're the same
No?
hot dogs. Okay, they're sliced up. Okay, the way our hot dogs work is they're sliced up instead of the whole thing on the thing. They're sliced
A
up,
whole
so
wiener?
you get more hot dog. You get more hot dog. Okay, because it's all sliced up, and then it's mixed in this awesome uh, uh, tomato spice and sauce,
Chili?
right?
Chili?
It's kind of like a chili. It basically like a hot dog chili. It
like
really
a
is
chili
like a
dog.
hot dog chili. Yeah, it's like a hot dog chili, and then you just pour it in your bun. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we
So,
do that.
anyways, absolutely amazing. I've never heard of hot dog chili or chili dog. Anyways,
Really?
I might have to try it. So no,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hot dog with chili on top. Yeah.
Chili dogs, man.
wait, hot
Yeah.
dog with chili? No, it's not. It's not the same. It's not the same. But still, our hot dogs are pretty awesome. Pretty, yeah, very not like the American hot dog. But
Okay.
is hot dog a sandwich? Is that the question?
Yes.
No, it's not. A hot dog is a hot dog. Okay, like that's what it is. A hot dog. I would say, however, a hot dog is a cousin of the sub sandwich. It's a cousin. Okay.
Okay.
A hot dog is a hot dog. Okay, it is not a
But it could
sandwich.
be the
It will
same
never
thing.
be a sandwich.
It's just processed meat
It w-
on bread.
It's still not the same. Okay, it's like saying, I don't know,
You
like
know that because you wouldn't take a hot dog bun and stuff it with turkey and ham. And then you
No,
wouldn't
you
take a
wouldn't.
sub
I would
bun and
not.
stuff it. Well, you might would take
Never.
a sub bun and a sub
Yeah, you
bread
might.
and stuff it with hot dogs. I would do that.
You put a brat in it.
That's a big.
You wouldn't put a
I
hot
like
dog.
that.
You put a big brat
But
in it.
isn't
I'm gonna
it
start
isn't
buying
a brat
sub loaves
like
and
a hot dog
making hot
though?
dogs.
It's a big
a brat
hot
like
dog.
a hot dog?
It's a big
Huh?
German hot dog. That's what a
Brats,
brat
yeah.
is.
Yeah,
it's
a brat
big.
is still a hot dog, so it doesn't
Yeah, it is.
count. So,
But if you put it in a sub, could be good.
Yeah.
like I said, like I feel like a hot dog is a cousin to the sub, but it's still its own thing. It's a hot dog. Okay, it's
Gotcha.
just a
It's kind of like
hot
a
dog.
wolf.
So-
Wolves are like a cousin to a regular breed of dog, but definitely not the same thing.
Yeah, a wolf is a cousin to the huskies, right? But it's not a
Right.
husky. Okay, so
Right.
yeah, yeah, huskies are terrible, spoiled little dogs. So, anyways, I don't have any personal problems
Wow.
with huskies at all.
Wow.
So
At all, huh?
None whatsoever.
So
when I was a child, I actually had my parents actually gave a husky away because we actually had like a guard husky, and it was a beautiful dog, but it would play very, very rough with us. Like it was just very rough. Like he would bite us too strong, we would cry and whatnot. So we actually had to give it away. The old lady that took her was like, or that took him was like, oh, he's fine. After I castrated him, he was just like a little, just 100%. He's okay. It's so, but anyways, I guess that's all it needed. So
Yeah. Okay. So does a straw have one or two holes?
Does a straw have one or two holes? The straw has one hole.
Okay.
Okay, I'm thinking from I'm just thinking from a manufacturing standpoint. Okay, you're talking. There's this plastic tube, and there is something that goes in the middle of that tube and creates the entire hole. Okay, so I'm thinking practically here. It's just one hole. It's just one machine that created that one hole all the way. All the way through. So.
Got a new argument for this, and I want to see if it changes your mind.
Okay.
So, if you think of a hole in a typical sense, you would think like a hole in the ground, right?
Okay.
You think a hole in the ground. It has an entrance at the top, but the hole in the ground always has a bottom. It always has a stopping point somewhere, right? And so a straw doesn't. It comes out the other end. So technically, you would have two holes because you could come back through the other end. That's my argument on why it's two holes instead of just one.
Interesting. Yeah, that does make sense. But it's the same thing. Like dig yourself through the center of the earth, right? You're digging one hole through the center of the earth, and you reach the other side of the earth, right, through the core, all the way to China. Okay, so whatever. It's still one hole. It might become two holes, I guess, technically, because you reach all the way to the other side, but it's still one hole, right? You created that one hole all the way down, so that's the way I see straws being made. It's just like this plastic thing, and it's the whole. I don't want to, do the whole, you know, the machine going through the whole thing on stream for for DMCA or whatever reasons, but still, the machine just goes through the hole and just creates one big hole. So I just feel like it's one hole. Yeah, I don't think it's two holes.
Gotcha.
I would say if you want to be more open minded, once the hole is dug, it becomes two holes because there are two entries to the to the straw, because you can flip them either side, right, and still consume from it. So, but initially it would be one hole, in my opinion. So yeah.
So Will,
okay,
does pineapple belong on pizza?
Pineapple does not belong on pizza.
On the record.
Amen.
Pineapple,
I like
Amen.
Pineapple does not belong on pizza. It is allowed on pizza, but it does not belong on pizza.
Okay? Allowed,
you gave it permission.
So does not belong.
Yeah, it's allowed. Okay, like if you want to, sweet up your pizza, whatever. It's not my thing. I respect your thing. My mother-in-law. Anyways, my mother-in-law, she loves putting. Yeah, she loves putting peach in pizza, right? And instead of pineapple.
Okay.
Excuse me. So, and it's delicious. Okay, don't get me wrong, it's delicious, but it does not belong on pizza, in my opinion. It's just allowed on pizza. So if you can make that distinction, if you cannot, DM me on Twitter. But still, it does not belong on pizza, but it is allowed on pizza. Same way freaking anchovies is allowed on pizza. What the heck is wrong? Like, why do people put anchovies on pizza? That is disgusting.
Because they're disgusting. Freeman's
They are
gone.
disgusting.
Freeman left us.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Freeman died. Okay, I hope he didn't die. I'm sorry.
He does this about the same time every show. I think he just gets tired.
Oh no.
Needs to take a nap, and then he comes back. But we'll move on. So
Yeah.
you know
Okay.
you know the trick behind this question. What do you put in first, the milk or the cereal?
The milk or the cereal? I mean, definitely the cereal. I mean, the same way any reasonable person on the show, unless you're a psychopath, you have to put the cereal first.
Should people be put on a watch list if they're like say your friend, you go to their house, you spend the night as like a teenager, and you say you wake up in the morning, you're both eating a bowl of cereal, and he comes out, pours the milk in, and then dumps the cereal on top. Should you like alert the police, put them on the watch list of like they could do something illegal soon?
Instead of 911, it should be 912, right? Like it just needs to be a separate number and just be like, hey, 912. It's like, hey, what's your emergency? Hey, this person is pouring milk before the cereal, and it is scaring the crap out of me. And so, like that needs to be a special number. Yeah, so.
It does. It has a commercial that says "Text milk alert to 912."
Yeah, 912. Just text. Just text.
Can we create that?
Just text. What is it? Just text. Milk over cereal at 912. So.
All right. Yeah. This one I feel like you could have an opinion on, because I feel like you would wear sandals more, but is it wrong to wear socks with the sandals?
It is. It always is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, American. I'm sorry, American friends. I'm sorry, American friends. There is no reason to wear socks in any moment of your life, unless you're actually wearing shoes over it. No, if you're wearing shoes over it, over the socks, it's okay. If you're not wearing shoes, don't wear socks with sandals, or like I said this before, I'm wearing thongs. Okay, these are thongs. Yes. Okay, I've said this before. These are thongs. Okay,
flip flops.
These are flip flops. Thong flip flops. I would never wear socks with these flip flops ever. So it would be very uncomfortable. So I just feel like, okay, now I have never tried socks with sandals, so I will admit that, because the sandals, they don't have the limitation toe. On the toe, right?
The toe splitter.
So I never. Yeah, the toe splitter. I love that. Yeah, they don't have those toes. Yeah, sandals don't have the toe splitter. So, but other than that, yeah, you should not be wearing socks with sandals. I'm sorry. Yeah. So,
welcome back.
The only time I wear socks, the only time I wear socks with my flip flops is when I'm dressed up. And I have my dress pants, my shirt, and I have my shoes right next to me, right? But I don't want to be wearing shoes the entire time, right? So I just kind of leave them next to me. But if I get up and have to get out of the house and stuff, I immediately discard my flip flops and put on my shoes. So yeah.
Okay. So,
yep.
I don't know how relevant this is. I've never been to Brazil. I don't know how many fast food restaurants you have, but if you're in the States or whether you're in Brazil, what is your go-to fast food order?
Guys, I can only answer this for in the States, because Brazil doesn't have a good variety of fast food. Well, we have some fast food chains like McDonald's and Burger King, which are 1,000 times better than the American version, by the way. But they're still not
Oh,
fast food, right? But um, so speaking of the states, man, it really depends on what I'm feeling. So it really is a tie. Okay, it's a
okay.
tie between it's a tie between a plain double quarter pounder from McDonald's. Okay,
What do you mean by plain?
with
What's
some,
just meat and cheese?
it's just meat and cheese, and the fries with the ketchup. Okay, that's it. That's one. And the other one that is 100% tied with it, it really is, like I cannot pick it over it. It would be the chicken quesadilla with 2 soft taco combo from Taco Bell with
Mm,
some fire hot sauce.
Yes.
So those two are 100% tied for me as far as fast food, favorite fast food. It's just like if I'm driving and I just feel like, okay, I can do a quarter pounder right now. I I'll ignore any burger place 100% and go straight to McDonald's and get a plain double quarter pounder. If I'm feeling like a couple of tacos, man, I will get a freaking chicken quesadilla with 2 soft tacos from Taco Bell. Those are my 2 fast food places, hands down, no questions asked. So
nice.
For sure. The double
yeah.
quarter pounder. It's
Yeah, you
perfect.
gotta get
Oh
the double.
man,
You gotta get the
double
double.
quarter pounder. Oh, it's
Facts.
amazing.
Because you
It's
gotta have the meat to
amazing.
bun
Well,
ratio be right.
Yes.
The meat to bun ratio is
here's the
important.
thing: when you ask for a plain, okay, and this is a hack, okay. If you ask for a plain, if you're willing not to have the onions or the ketchup or whatever, or if you want to ask for the ketchup and mustard on the side, whatever, if you just ask for a plain, it's more fresh, right? Because they actually have to make it more, like fresher because they can't mix stuff with it. So um, so when I ask
Especially
for a
fresh.
plain quarter pounder, it's always steaming hot. It's always fresh. Uh, well, as fresh as McDonald's can be, but still, it's
That's fair, dude.
but
That's fair.
it's as fresh as McDonald's can be, but still, it's still amazing though because it's steaming like piping hot when I get the burger every time when I ask for a plain quarter pounder because they can't add anything else to it and they have to make like a special burger just for me. So yeah, so. Yeah.
Awesome. So, Will,
Yep.
for all of the fine folks watching this or listening to us on their favorite podcast app, where would they find you on the internet if they want to watch and hang out? How do they do that?
Oh man. Yeah. I mean, my only social media when it comes to social media, known social media would be, twitter.com/Willpog, or x.com. I'm never gonna call it X, by the way. It's always gonna be Twitter.
No one's gonna call it X. Yeah.
I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm never gonna call it X. I stream mainly on twitch.tv/Willpog. And yeah, we are just a just chatting channel. We just kind of hang out, drink a lot of coffee, and hang out and chat about anything. I am trying out simulcasting. So yeah, so I'm on Kick as well, I guess, and YouTube, but mainly Twitch. Um, Twitch.tv/Willpog. That would be my main streaming platform. And I stream 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I don't have a time. Okay. My chat gives me, pulls my leg on that, but I don't have a time. Normally, okay, on a normal day would be around noon to 1 o'clock Eastern when I start streaming. Because I get, I have to get some, real life stuff done before I stream so that I can stream and still do some stuff while I'm streaming. So yeah, but yeah, around noon to 1 o'clock, um, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Awesome.
Eastern,
Nice.
yeah. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, folks, you can find Will there. And Will, thank you for joining us tonight. As always, thank you for staying up late. I appreciate it. It was good conversation.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh man, it's been awesome. It's possible. I cannot believe it is 1 o'clock. Yeah, it is 1 o'clock my time. Basically almost at 1 o'clock. But yeah, I love it, man. I would not miss this for the world. I told my wife like earlier this morning. It's like, look, I have a podcast with Doodtacular this tonight, so I'm gonna be up. So anyways, so yeah, I appreciate it, guys. I love you guys. I love what you guys are doing. I love this podcast, the setup and scenario, everything, questions, everything. So I just appreciate you guys, just as people personally, Colt, Freeman, not Doodtacular specifically, just Colt and Freeman. Love you as people. So,
Likewise, Will. We appreciate
We love you too, bro.
and love you, bro. All right. Well, with that, we'll let you get back to bed and we'll catch you around the streams. Will, God bless you, dude.
Doodtacular.